is a must game. I perceive that. But at the same time, you're getting to a point where we got to win this week, or else the season's starting to almost slip away completely.
No. One at a time. You try to win one game at a time. You can't do anything about the last one. And there's no use worrying about the ones that are gone. They're over. And we're just trying to win this week. And then if we can do that, we'll try to win the next week. If we don't win this week, we're going to put forth the same effort to try to win the next week. There's not a number of victories. There's not a certain point where you say, well, the season's a success, or, well, now the season can't be a success anymore. We need to improve. We need to get better as a team and get better as a football program. And that's where this football program is and has been for some time. The need to improve the program and start to build where we can have success and then sustain success. Wouldn't do us any good right now if we're 4-0 and we lose the next 8 in a row. We wouldn't say, well, the season's a success, or hey, we've gotten to a point now where everything's good. We're trying to play our best every week. We haven't played as good as we're capable of yet. And when we do that, I think we'll have better results.
If I missed this 2 minutes, I apologize. How did they?
They did fine. We cracked up on Saturday, and we were fine.
Let's open up now for those questions. Those joining us via teleconference, please state your name and organization and ask your question of Coach.
Yes, this is Charles Griffin from recordonline.com. Coach, in my opinion, the mental aspect of the game is as significant as the physical aspect. And not only have a 1-3 record that could easily be 3-1, but to add to that, the manner in which the losses occurred versus Wake Forest and Yale. Is there any extra emphasis that you and your staff are placing on keeping the players mentally focused or refocused at the task at hand?
Oh, we spend time on that every day. It's something that I think is important to do every day. There's no assumption that our guys are going to come to the ball yard every day just as inspired and as fired up to practice as anybody's ever been. That's a challenge for every team everywhere. And so each week and every day, we talk about each week. We come up with something just to kind of hang our hat on for that week. Something that's we kind of build around that game and maybe our mantra for the week, and then talk about it every day and try to get our guys to go out there and practice as good as they can, practice physical and be precise on their assignments and execution of their fundamentals, and that's really where I think if we can improve, that we'll improve as a football team. And I agree with you, Charles. We could easily be 3-1. I don't know how good a 3-1 team we'd be, but we'd be 3-1 and we'd feel better. But we'd still recognize that there are a lot of areas where we need to improve, that we need to tackle better, and we need to play our assignments better. We need to play with better fundamentals, and those things are all magnified here because we are smaller and we are collectively less athletic and slower than the teams we play. And it's not something I don't tell our team. We're very open and honest about who we are. We don't try to masquerade about who we are. We know we've got to play better than the teams we're facing and execute better in order to have a chance to win. But we can do that. We haven't done it yet, but we can do that. And when we do that, I think we're going to have more success in terms of wins and losses.
Great. Just as a follow-up to that, where do you gauge the team's emotional effort during yesterday's practice?
I thought the guys practiced hard. I thought they really did a great job handling it. And frankly, that's the thing that I'm most pleased with and maybe more surprised with than anything. Just as their ability to be able to come back after a loss like that again and put forth the kind of effort they did. We didn't have to really push them, and we weren't having to be on them about the effort and the attention to detail. I think they see it. They recognize how close we are, and they recognize the things that we failed to do, and I think and hope that our guys individually recognize the things that they don't aren't doing and are capable of doing and aren't accomplishing on Saturday afternoons that would give our team a better chance to win. And I think these guys, this team is committed to doing that and to trying to find a way. And there's a lot of teams that would start to fold the tents and maybe start to point fingers and that's not right now this football team. These guys are handling it well. If it happens again, I don't know. I hadn't been around this football team for 5 years. I've been around them for 8 months. So I'm still learning the personalities of these guys and this football team. But I'm certainly pleased with the effort that they're given to this point, and just how much I can see that they care based on our practice yesterday. They care, and they want to play better, and they're desperate to do whatever it is that needs to be done to try to find a way to get it turned.